This evening we're exploring Pine Log State Forest, the Crooked Creek Trailhead, after an explosion of skunk ape sightings near the airport. So we're going to search the region and see what kind of strange things we can find. There's a lot of beware of bear signs around here, so best believe I got my blade. But we're in the Pine Log State Forest. There's whole trail is about 9 miles. We're gonna see what we can get into. Oh yeah. Here we are, going through the forest. A lot of sand on the trail. So I'm looking for impressions. Something that will lead us to what lurks out in these thick forests late at night. I'm sure these ancient beings can travel from here all the way to Tate's Hell. But there have been a lot of late night reports alongside the airport and also early morning as well. There's horseback riding out here, so I'm sure those creatures are very interested. It all blends together back here. These creatures can definitely blend in to the foliage. Pretty much turn into active camo. The predator. Definitely keeping my eyes peeled for eastern diamondback rattlesnake, coral snake, wasp nests, giant boar, panther, and bear. I do need to invest in some bear spray. That'll be one of my next purchases. We're keeping our eyes peeled for tree bends, breaks, TPs, any type of structure or ground glyph that we can find below us. This place holds many mysteries. And I am a man who reads signs. And our pineal gland is the shape of a pine cone. Our third eye, the guide to our soul. And I believe these ancient creatures can connect to us through telepathy, our mind's eye. So as long as we follow the cone, we will be steered in the right direction. I could see a lot of openings going into those thick trees right there. I'm sure whatever ultra beings are out here be able to sniff me out from a long distance away and hear me. Dolphins can communicate from 5 miles away through their echolocation. Elephants use stomps to communicate over mountain ridges. So imagine what these creatures can do internally and externally. Truly, truly fascinating. key to getting Sasquatch on film is to always be rolling, because it happens when you least expect it. You'll hear a whistle, a tree crashing down, maybe even a yelp or a growl. But if you're not rolling, that skips like the last breath. Wow. It's later in the evening, so things are going to start crawling out of their crevasses. Be interested to see if there's any caverns and labyrinths underneath here. Pine Log State Forest is in Bay County and Washington County. Bay County has a famous cryptid near the Weewa Panama City cutoff, the Catman. And Washington, of course, is Falling Waters. That's where the hooded Sasquatch was spotted. There's also a movie called Chapter 9, directed by Jake Brown, that is inspired by the Universal Monster movies that's here in Washington County. Pretty cool. Such a magical location. I had a couple pine trees in my yard back in Ohio growing up. Always collected sap. We hung things on the branches. It was our clubhouse. There was two of them right next to each other that we used to hang out underneath. Super rad. Hearing a couple birds in the distance, but for the most part, it's pretty quiet. There's a lot of people out there that say not to wear red when in state parks hiking alone. A lot of people go missing while wearing the color red. Sadly, Dennis Martin is one of them in Tennessee. I do think the feral people or Sasquatch tribe took little Dennis. But I'm wearing red out here, trying to see what we can fluctuate. Now I got a big moth on my glasses, some type of flying creature. Wow, there's paradise out here. Special thanks to Donnie Miller for helping me out with this GoPro, bringing you the footage of another world. Truly special out here, listening to the whistles and the noises. For those new to skunk ape research, the skunk ape is the Florida hairy man. It also spreads to Mississippi, Louisiana, Georgia, Alabama. Most famous skunk ape photos were taken in Mayaca, and they were anonymously sent to the Sarasota Police Department. There's 2 of them that show movement, like fangs, almost like a snout. Some people say it's a gugway, some people say it's a werewolf, some people say that's just a skunk ape variant of Bigfoot. Dave Sheely, he's down in the Everglades, finds hundreds of 4-toed footprints. He opened the headquarters up. He's definitely a pioneer. He's gotten some awesome footage as well. And of course, big bro Stacy Brown got awesome thermal of a wild man, ancient man creature at Torreya. The Cheesy Pound wild man was captured in the late 1800s, 1874, and taken to Chattahoochee Hospital for 3 years. The Apalachicola National Forest is home to Kevin Saunders' telepathic encounter. Very cool. Tyler Howell got footage of a juvenile skunk ape near Blackwater, even farther west of here. I've had encounters at Chipola River, Tate's Hell, Cursed Swamp, Torreya State Park, Garden of Eden Trail, Bellamy Bridge, and possibly even in my mom's backyard. Some things actually hit my trailer as well after the hurricane. I don't know if those were looters, specters, spirits from the storm, or what. Something's been pushing through here. Knock. I am your friend. I come in the name of the great Creator, representing the one who died for us all, trying to make connection with the people, my ancestors from the forest. Ferns definitely play a big part in Sasquatch masking itself. Matt Williamson from Supernatural Spectrum always says follow the ferns. Cool to see these fire ants. Micro, macro. They have a whole subterranean chamber underneath. I came from Cleveland, Ohio, mistake on the lake. Went from looking for South Bay Bessie and the Ohio Grassman hanging out at Helltown and the Witch's Ball. I moved down south, lived out of my car, joined a punk rock musical. It had witches, holy grail, swamps, and potions. Toured around Florida at a bunch of dingy shops. survived the vampires of Ybor, went cross country, New Orleans, Jackson, Mississippi, Pascagoula River, Dallas, Texas, got to see Dealey Plaza, stopped at the Grand Canyon to look at the flooded history, palaces, kingdoms. America had kings and queens. I'm not worshiping any politicians, not ever. What a special location. They say Sasquatch likes lima beans, kitty litter, roadkill, even frozen dong from porta potties in cold places. They say that it has infrasound in its heartbeat, just shoots out to the grid. They've done tests on the feces, on the stool, and there were no parasites. So somewhere out here in this natural world, there is the right medicine to regulate your body. And they have tapped in roots, berries, leaves, tinctures, mixtures. They cracked the code while we're eating processed foods. It's madness. There's a lot we can learn, especially how to live in harmony with your surroundings and balance so everything thrives. It's the only option at this point. I'm also looking for timber rattlesnakes, canebrake. It's my dream to see a hognose and a canebrake here soon. Try to manifest it. It looks like an old road, maybe where the staff used to come in. Beauty berries I've tasted. Jelly. It's truly magical. Get a little thicker back here. Very interesting. We're gonna try Scott Carpenter's tactic with a back camera for a sec. A lot of successful footage has been taken through mirrors, so sometimes we have to get creative with the way we're shooting and filming and approaching this phenomenon. Funny thing is, when you're filming behind you, that's when something's gonna cross out in front. So you just gotta be able to adapt. That's what being an outdoorsman is adapting to your surroundings. Something was laying right there. And of course, there's a story of dogmen in the area. Donnie Miller had an encounter with a frogman type creature down in Panama. He saw a one-eyed cyclops type creature in this region. The Pensacola serpent patrols the Gulf. Lake Powell monster is in those waters. And the carabel serpent was actually killed in the 1800s. So this area is definitely a mecca for strange. Look how big this forest is ahead of us. Wow. You can feel the ancient vibes. I'm sure the ley lines cross here. And with the energy of the natural disaster coming, couldn't think of a better time. Something just made some trees rattle over there. Definitely getting a little bit of a feeling over there to the right. It's not bad, but something's in there. I'm not the biggest thing out here. If there's anything out there, feel free to make a sign. Some creaking, but it could be the wind. That one I just heard. I turned on the ghost box to see if we can communicate with any spirits out here. Since we're entering a strange area, I'm hearing knocking in the distance. Is there any creatures out here with me right now? Is there any missing people lost out here? Is there werewolves in these forests? Is this region cursed? Am I safe out here? Is something watching me? Have any serial killers ever been out here? Do these trees move and talk? Is there any caves out here? Is there portals or vortexes? Is it safe after dark? What do I have to look out for? Has there been witches out here? Is there any spirits out here that can reach out? What is your name? What is my name? Yeah, me. Can you say any of my friends' names? Is there any little people or gnomes, goblins out here? Definitely some strange stuff coming through. Of course, you never know with frequencies, but it could be an opening. Could be some insight. Never really know. It's kind of weird. My GoPro is draining our energy. It's going down. And I feel a type of like anxiousness and nervousness with that. Still got some battery on my phone. Sun's going down. Things are definitely weird out here. Keeping my eyes peeled for piles of scat or animal bones. Whatever can bring us closer. Thought I just heard voices. Sound like other hikers, but I'm the only one out here. Super spooky. It's like Chronicles of Narnia Labyrinth. Special out here, that's for sure. Do some more back camera. You never know what's closing in on you behind. An X marks the spot. Yeah, it's just across the twigs, but I spotted it out of thousands of acres. Caught my eye, so it means something. Feels like something's alive over there, man. That's the creek for sure. You know what follows the creek? The beast. Crazy, I just heard trees crashing down. Definitely not wind. Crazy, I just heard trees crashing down. Definitely not wind. Over there up ahead. Same direction I gotta go. That's a cool sound. It's like a hollow knock over that way. And a weird little call over there. Sounds like a tree creaking over there. Wild journey out here in the state forest, wearing the wrong color when you're alone. You never know what's going to happen. Definitely getting deep vibes from that. Something could be paralleling me. Here's an awesome spider. Hey, big buddy. I'm not gonna hurt you. Wow. Trying to get the focus on, but he's got special camo. My 5th book, Every Camp Has a Crystal Lake, just recently came out. It talks about haunted schools, summer camps, and amusement parks that I went to. Cedar Point, Disney, Kings Island, Bowling Green, Ohio State, Florida State. A lot of cool spots. Every camp has a crystal lake. Dives in to the times that we were left by our family. And they thought someone was going to look after us. But we had to develop and survive ourselves. Like a Goosebumps story. Big Brother Bigfoot. It's one of my books. It dove into about 16 journeys across America, even into Canada, of me hunting down these biped ancient beings. The Honey Island Swamp Monster, the Susquehanna Seal, the Youghiogheny Yowie, the Washington Wild Things. There's a lot of them. Monsters and Mysteries Around the Corner. It's my book that talks about we don't have to go deep into the forest and miles down the trail. Our own road, our own family tree will hold mysteries if you dig deep enough. Panhandle Pirates talks about the treasure and kraken beasts that we've been hunting down. Native American Mountains, Mobile Wolf Woman, Cohelee Creek Goat Man, Huggin' Molly. A lot of fun, wild stuff. And then, a baby, Erie Swamps, Road Trip to Eden was my first book. It talks about my journey from Lake Erie down to the Florida swamps, and the final chapter ends in Eden, where life began. 27 and 28 trees in the Bible. Delta that breaks into 4 rivers. And gopher wood, the lightest, strongest wood in the world that Noah used to build the ark. Terrea coniferous. It's special. Recently put out a documentary with Supernatural Spectrum called Panhandle Monsters, where we investigate the strange stuff going on in Panhandle, Florida. Donnie Miller also makes an appearance in that. The Void Cat, directed by Jack McClellan, starring me and Nicholas Wright. Werewolf, Wild Man, Splinter Cat movie. Did pretty well in the festival circuit. Now we're working on the sequel. Can't wait. Zillafoot, I have a small part where I play a cryptid research officer. It's on Amazon Prime and just got added on to Tubi, so you can watch it for free. It's also in Walmart, Best Buy, FYE. I've been shooting a lot of micro horror with Mitchell Cole and Wesley, Black Bottom Studios. He's also in a feature movie about a road to nowhere. It's a horror movie being filmed in Tallahassee. And hopefully, if it times up, I'm going to be one of the bad guys. We recently finished up 2 scary movies in Tallahassee and in post-production. One being The Mayor, Phasmophobia film, where I play the killer ghost mayor. Popular video game. Cooperative ghost hunting. Very cool. And the other is called The Choice, where it might have been my easiest acting gig ever. I played a dead body. Victim of a female serial killer. Pretty fun. Got a lot of speaking engagements coming up. Super excited to meet new people and blow minds. You never know what's around the corner, and each bend holds its own secret. Gotta live every day to the fullest and be kind. We've all been on the outside of a circle. Fight for vulnerable, man. Stand up for the ones without a voice. Right now the sun's right in my eyes, so the wild man would get really creative with just going right in front of my face. I won't even know it. They are masters of light, masters of disguise. But if we can catch them with their guard down, it could be the difference to our futures. I grew up, kid from Ohio, dreaming on moving to Florida. Today I went on an airboat. I ate a burrito on the coast. I'm doing the most. It's all about spreading your wings, making friends, sharing your journey, man. We all have a story. We all have value. When you escape to the forest, you shed that static from society. I highly recommend everybody get out here. Walk barefoot, go swimming, hug a stranger, be that asterisk. Do what they say you can't. Prove them wrong, prove yourself wrong, but prove yourself right. Break the mold. Be the mold. Adapt. The Florida man can, and so can you. One step at a time, baby. Get that heartbeat up. Drink a glass of warm water each day. Be thankful when you open your eyes in the morning. Slow down. But it's never too late to start something new. I thought that was a big tick on my leg. It was about to go from love to war. Raw is war. And we are NXT. Next up. Search for the Guardians. Cross the Narrows. Be ready for the Spectres. The Banshees. And the Hunters. Highly recommend everybody be safe when you're hiking alone. Tell people where you're going. Get a GPS sat phone. Always pack extra water and supplies. You never know what's going to happen when you cross the threshold. The veil is thin, and we're alive during this time for a reason. Stay strong and set an example for the ones who need it. Remind yourself of how far you came. But be real with yourself with how far you still have to go. I work my butt off every day. I'm still just trying to keep pace with my dreams and my goals and my thoughts and manifestations. Dreams ain't nothing without a little bit of work, a little bit of energy exerted. Sweat the toxins out. Break free. Write down your dreams. Sing songs in your car. Don't be embarrassed in front of people that you're never going to see again. Make them remember you. Make them feel your vibe, your soul. That there's still hope out here. It's not a black and white world. It's full of color. It's full of soul. Energy is never created nor destroyed. It's always existed. We are eternal. We need to channel that. No matter who your creator is, we all come from the same source. Thanks for joining in on another wild, fun evening down here in the Florida swamps. This is the voice of someone checking off their bucket list. I hope you guys can do what you want to do in this lifetime. Live large. Never sell yourself short. Never dumb yourself down. Always make them reach for you. Make them catch up. Because there's always something up ahead. There will be speed bumps and gatekeepers. But that's nothing to light. A little candle can illuminate the deepest, darkest cavern. The strongest storms come before the brightest mornings. Love one another. Love yourself. And manifest the future that you want to live. And let the good things you do echo in eternity. Look at this cottonmouth. He just came all the way across the pond just to stare at me. Come on, dude. I don't want to hurt you. But Vic will shoot you if he sees you. Been having a ton of good luck fossil hunting at Cobra Gator Creek. We got huge chunks. Awesome turtle shell with crazy detail. Gotta find the right angle. Oh yeah. Wow, like look at that. Yeah, ivory, petrified wood, lots of bone chunks of all different colors. This one was one of my favorite. Wow. Some more turtle shell. This one was ginormous. Look at this. Big as my hand. My one friend said it was a stegosaurus plate. I don't know what it is. Big chunk. And then I traded for these arrowheads. That one. This one, very cool. And then these marbles as well I traded for. Old Native American marbles. And these ones are a little bit more modern. Pretty crazy. And I stopped at the grocery store and there's these free books outside. And I get this thick Star Wars textbook. Magnificent. I almost missed my favorite one. That is so wild. Millions of years of history recovered. So cool. This day was really cool. I met up with Chris Godwin from Warrior on the River on the creek. This thing was super weird. Still don't understand what it is. I don't know if it's rubber or something strange. Tons of bone chunks. I really like this fossil with the hole in it. Looks like an eyeball. Really cool detail. Bone. Love that noise. Huge chunk right there. This one's probably the coolest, but it's just a chunk. It's a megalodon tooth. And I'd even know until the next day when it dried out. But it's just the root and then a little bit of the blade. Pretty cool. And then these are dope. That's super thick. It's cool seeing the different types of shell. Awesome detail. Just wild. And then this day was another good one. I got more than 60 fossils that day. I love when you can see like the line on the shell. That was a good one. A lot of just bone fragments. A couple pieces of ivory. Petrified wood. I feel like some of that is deer antler from time to time. That one was one of the cooler ones. Got the chunk, the line. Thick. Super rad. Just millions of years of history, fossils, magic, manifestation, dreams coming true. Megalodon teeth, megafauna, saber-toothed tigers, three-toed deer, giant horses. Wow, so cool. Get in your creek, sift away, snorkel, but watch out for the alligators. Hey, I'm Connor from Bigfoot Anon, and I'm always on the hunt for the next big adventure. When you're on the trail for long hours, you build up quite the stench, enough to drive any skunk ape or yeti away. Luckily, I'm on the quest now for the solution to all my problems. Yeti bars. They do exist. Available in tons of different scents and fragrances. Check out YetiBars.net for more and use my code BA10 for a special offer. Clean like a beast. Yeti Bars!
The flesh of the unguided and non-believers fuel this void.
Jack, where's our movie at?
On the bottom row.
Wait a minute, in the trash cinema collection?
Yeah.
Yes! Zillafoot, baby!